UFC Vegas 21, pretty good card, comes to a disappointing end. Leon Edwards, Bilal Muhammad, it ends in a no contest. The eye poke really did a lot of damage. Bilal's eye was looking pretty bad, and he was definitely done. At that point, who was winning the fight, I felt it was going Edwards' way. Had Bilal hurt a bit in the first round. The head kick that cut him up. Beautiful strikes. As far as the numbers here, you see slight advantage for Leon Edwards. Definitely in significant strikes, 19 to just 8. I feel like he was probably on his way to winning this fight against Bilal. Had him hurt, it potentially could have stopped him. So how do you want to treat this? Is this a win for Leon Edwards now? And do we move on and maybe give him a title shot, give him a bigger fight? I don't really know what the UFC will want to do. Personally, I think that we could move on simply because Bilal taking the fight on short notice. He was losing the fight. It was a no contest. Leon was supposed to be in a bigger fight. I still think he has that appeal to be in a title fight, but coming off of a no contest, harder sell. It's really going to be up to the UFC. How fast can Bilal turn around? I'd be willing to see it again, but I also wouldn't be super disappointed if they decided to go, hey, we're going to give Leon a different fight. Maybe give him a Covington fight, a Masvidal fight, or a world title fight. I'd say any of those three. He's right at the top, and now this no contest with Bilal just puts him in a weird situation, but he was looking excellent up until the stoppage. And now for Bilal, going to be a bit of a setback here. If they don't rematch it, he would probably still be fighting guys in the top 15. There'd always be questions about this matchup. I guess going about a rematch is probably the best idea, just so there's no questions about which way it would have gone. But will that be the route the UFC goes? I don't know. For Bilal, he's probably hoping a rematch because it's definitely a huge opportunity. Now, in the co-main event, Ryan Spann obliterated Misha Surkanov, knocking him out in the first round. 1 minute and 11 seconds. Beautiful straight. A hook that landed right above the ear here. It was just dominant striking. The boxing ability of Ryan Spann destroyed Misha Surkanov, who couldn't get him down. Really didn't have his way at all. It was all Ryan Spann. Dominant performance, 1 minute and 11 seconds. He's a problem in the light heavyweight division. I think he's getting better and better each fight. Almost beat Johnny Walker, but was stunned and hurt and stopped in that fight. Destroys Misha Surkanov here. Ryan Spann is a guy to watch out for. Potentially the winner of Jimmy Crute, Anthony Smith. It's interesting. Misha Surkanov is the man that defeated Jimmy Crute and took his undefeated record. Granted, MMA math doesn't really matter nor work, but just an interesting note. Jimmy Crute, though, very dangerous on the ground and known for that grappling ability. The strength of Surkanov put himself in a bad situation. It happens with Ryan Spann. How will he react to fighting either Anthony Smith? I think it's a hard match. Anthony Smith is a very tough match. I think Jimmy Crute could potentially pose the threat of the grappling attack if it's continuous, but either match I'd be interested in seeing for Ryan Spann. He's a fun guy to watch. As far as Misha Surkanov, I don't really know, though. Give him somebody. He'll still be around. He's not going to get released from the UFC. Dan Ige, quick knockout of Gavin Tucker. It maintains his position, in the top of the division. Is he going to get a huge fight with a win over Gavin Tucker? Probably not, but still going to be a guy inside of the top 10, top 15. He's right there, right at the top. And he's definitely elite level. Big power, quick knockout of a very skilled Gavin Tucker. Jonathan Martinez, Davey Grant was a fun fight. Davey Grant, older guy, but man, can he scrap. And Martinez fell into the trap and got put to sleep. I thought Martinez was technically better. Decides to brawl with Davey Grant, who can absolutely bang, and he gets knocked out. Bad move on Martinez, but excellent work for Davey Grant as well. The way he set up those hooks was brutal, and it's unorthodox, and his shots throw people off. Straights that his chin is up high. It's a tricky style for a lot of guys to deal with, especially when you're willing to engage in that war. And Martinez knocked out in the second round. It was a good fight, though, overall. Excited to see what's next for Grant. And then you have the Nikolaya Manel Cape fight. Ends in a split decision there. I personally had Cape getting it done. I guess you could see the argument for Matheus Nikolaya, but I thought Manel Cape was landing the better strikes. I thought he got the win, but that's how they scored it. The ground control time, you see a difference, 231 to 38. Maybe could have swayed a bit, but personally thought Cape could have got the decision. Overall, though, good fight. And in the first one on the main card, really disappointment for Eric Anders. He looked excellent. He was beating the brakes off of Darren Stewart. And I mean, Darren Stewart, split decision loss to Kevin Holland. Look how good Kevin Holland's doing. So it shows the quality of Darren Stewart's style and his striking. He's hurt bad. Eric Anders looked on fire. Best performance we'd really seen of him. And then he throws an illegal knee. No contest. Do they run it back? I would like to see it again, but I don't know if it goes the same way because Darren Stewart now potentially shows up more prepared for that early heavy onslaught. I don't know. I'd like to see them run it back, to be honest. It was competitive, not really. It was very much Eric Anders beating the brakes off of Darren Stewart towards the end of that round, and Darren Stewart just surviving because he's an absolute savage and can take a lot of damage. But I would like to see them run it back, and I think that's the fight to make. But overall, good card. I was impressed. Leon Edwards, just unfortunate luck. Once again, just bad luck for him. But I wouldn't be upset if they gave him a title shot, even though I don't think that's what's next. But that is it for this video, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you guys smash that like button. Subscribe to the channel. Also, guys, follow my social media, Instagram, Twitter. And I'll see you all in the next video.